Hello and welcome everyone, Dougie O'Brien here, and today I'll be going over a game called Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Dry Twice. This game was developed by CrazyBunch, it was published by Assemble Entertainment, and it was originally released onto the PC on October 23rd, 2020 with an MSRP of $34.99. It was recently released onto the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch on May 18, 2021 with an MSRP of $44.99. As always, the release dates and prices may vary from platform to platform and region to region. I do notice that games tend to release a date earlier on PlayStation. Anyways, why don't get into it? This is a point-and-click adventure game. It was made way back in the day, not this specific game, but the series. And it is a game full of innuendos. There's a lot of jokes, there's a lot of pictures of penises and vaginas. It's gonna be that type of game. It's not safe for work, and it's probably not suitable for younger folks, so just keep that in mind when I start a new game.
Finally, the time has come again. He has awakened. Everyone thought he was gone, forgotten. And many said,
El Rey? Who are you talking about?
not that important.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm not even here. Just don't pay any attention to me.
Now you got me all confused.
Tell them who I am.
Ah, Larry, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were gonna sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Larry, you were Larry Laffer.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies.
Yeah, so there's a lot of voice acting. The voice acting is pretty well done. You're gonna see a lefty here, and he was voiced by the person who did Vesemir in The Witcher 3. I don't know the names of the other voice actors off the top of my head, but they have been in other games. And yeah, if you notice the cactus here, that's a giant peepee. There's a peepee right here. There's peepees everywhere. Alright, let's just keep going.
Tell them where we are.
This is without a doubt the most beautiful place on earth. Wonderful can come. Nowhere is the sun warmer and the bananas more curved. Long did Cancom suffer under the gringos' yoke. But you, Larry, you set us free. You blew up the gringos' villa.
Well, strictly speaking, that was more of an accident.
We are free, and a golden future lies before us.
Tell them how I got here.
That, Larry, is a long story.
As long as you don't rush through the last bit.
Very well. You fell out of time.
That's not very nice.
No one knows how you got from the 1980s to our time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You woke up in a strange laboratory, and at first didn't know you were in the 21st century. But you quickly learned how this modern world works.
After all, he had the best teacher.
El Lefto, you are Larry's anchor to a world long lost.
Would anyone like to try my new recipe for craft beer?
No. At any rate, Larry, you have not only mastered the pitfalls of the 21st century...
Well, mastered would mean that he knew what he was doing, and I don't think it would be fair to say that.
I think he's doing all right.
Silencio. Larry looked for love in all the wrong places. Larry has fallen deeply in love with Faith, the secret boss of the technology company Prune. She told him to get 90 points on the Timber dating app, Only then would she go out with him.
How do you know all that? You weren't even there.
Silencio! As always, that went caca. And then, Larry wanted to hack the Prune server to improve his timber score.
That was self-defense.
In the process, he disturbed the product presentation. And Prune was brought to the brink of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, oops.
Faith had to flee with BJ in tow, the man she had installed as CEO of Prune, but who was merely her puppet. Larry snuck onto their ship and secretly sailed with them to their villa here in beautiful Cancun.
Not one word about what happened on that ship.
Oh, I thought it was very romantic.
Ah, really? I'll admit, now I'm curious.
Are you nuts, Lefty? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Larry, I was politely going to avoid mentioning
Good thing.
that you cobbled up the most repulsive sex doll of all time and that you...
We can just imagine the rest.
Unfortunately,
Finally, Faith revealed her plan. And that BJ was just a puppet. Then, you blew up the villa, driving off the gringos, and saving Cancun.
It's a pretty crazy story.
So that's what happened in the previous game, Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Don't Dry. And now, just before we continue, I'm gonna skip some of this stuff because it takes a long while. I'm gonna play enough of it so you guys get an idea what the game is like. There's a lot of voice acted lines of dialogue, they're all well done. There are some errors here. If you notice that when Larry and I forgot his name. Anyways, they both said no, only this guy's voice line played. There are some instances where a voice line will play twice instead of playing the correct voice line. That's pretty much it, other than those little rough parts you only encounter once in a while. The game is it's a traditional point-and-click adventure.
Tell them about...
You were...
Well,
You...
Okay.
not
Good,
Eh,
but...
no, I agree.
No,
So basically he blew up the villa they were in, and then a puck that was apparently in the beginning of the game came down at the right moment, struck Faith in the head, and now she has amnesia.
Could you maybe sing a song about pie?
If you do that,
But I'd like to...
you do.
Yeah.
We sure.
Cute.
Oh, alpaca, alpaca. Everyone calls you llama, master of haulage, tasty as sausage. To wrestle, you'd kill. You're yummy when grilled.
Why am I all but... Whatever.
You-
Oh,
Uh, Ay, caram! We have to, otherwise.
I'll take...
And don't.
Okay, so he's saying that there's a prophecy
Bye.
What can I do
where
for you,
Larry
Larry?
has to marry his
There must be
daughter.
some kind of...
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
Larry, I think you're a little confused.
isn't that...
Yes?
Okay. So, if you hold pause, you can see everything that you can interact with in the game. And I love this feature in point-and-click games because I don't want to play a pixel hunt where I'm like hovering over every nook and cranny to see what item I can interact with. That said, this game is still quite difficult. I found a lot of the puzzles to be quite challenging. There is a loose logical and narrative flow to the puzzles, but some of them are kind of hard to guess. So, you know, it's kind of like the old chicken and rubber chicken and pulley kind of thing. You're like, why is this being combined together? Anyways, there are a lot of jokes again, innuendos, and some of them are kind of cringe-inducing. You can only fit so many dick jokes, you know, in a short span before it starts getting old. That said, some of the dialogue is very witty and well done. But yeah, it does, some parts get a little bit old. They're trying too hard.
I think it's
Okay, so you can double click to just go there without having to walk all the way.
A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been made.
How do you feel about that, Larry? Are you really ready to make port in the harbor of holy matrimony?
If the prophecy demands it.
That's a good enough reason for you?
Let's just not talk about it.
Would you rather talk about how you blew up the villa?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the ladder leading down to my room again?
Alright, so that's definitely Cortana. There's a lot of references to other video games, movies, and etc. There's just a lot of stuff happening in the background. More PPs here. What? Oh. The tutorial is a little bit annoying if you already played through the game.
What's wrong, Larry?
I was just thinking about Faith again.
Don't blame yourself.
I do, though. That's Faith's underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the explosion. I collected all of them. So, can I give them back to Faith as soon as possible? If she's still alive, I should at least light a candle for her. Actually, everything I need should be here in this room.
Okay. So, like, this is the sensitivity training board. Don't grab the pussy cat, of course. Might be a reference to Trump or whatever. No does not equal yes. Sad face, cool, uncool, etc. Let's play dude here.
I'm taking these. It might get dark.
There's a little doodles and references in the background, and a lot of PPs. Okay.
Good idea, but that won't... Ah, there it is. First of all, I have to light it. Fire. Man's best friend.
And harmless in the right hands.
So again, the traditional point-and-click adventure thing
Now I have to put it on top of the altar.
of clicking on two items together to combine them. Sometimes it's very straightforward, sometimes it's very obtuse, and you're like, how the heck was I supposed to know to put these two together?
Oh, Faith, I wish you were here. Okay, time to get going. I still have a lot to prepare for the wedding.
Wait.
What?
I still have to check your prop.
Does it have to be now?
You said yourself that you wanted to know more about how to properly interact with other people in the 21st century.
I've already learned a lot.
But not enough.
Okay, fine.
So, how many genders are there?
With me, just one. But it's an XL.
Please don't ever say that in front of anyone.
So how many are there then?
The correct answer is gender is diverse.
Okay, if you're too lazy to count.
Next question. Your best friend confides that he is suffering from depression. What do you advise him to do?
Drink a good whiskey.
I'm gonna need one of those myself soon. And that's what you would do yourself?
No, of course not.
That's reassuring.
First, I get myself a whiskey. Then find a woman.
Enough already. Why do I even ask? The last question. For now, a colleague at work makes a sexist joke during lunch. How do you react? Ha ha ha. Very funny. I've had enough.
Did I pass?
Let me put it this way. The 21st century isn't done with you yet.
Things used to be easier.
Things didn't used to be easier. You were just more naive.
But at least back then you could say what you thought.
And just what do you think you've been doing here the whole time?
Are you done unzipping that file yet? I need a wedding app.
The encryption is proving hard to crack. It seems to contain some important data. Some kind of secret.
You haven't really been working properly ever since Faith stopped being the boss at Prune either.
That's not true.
I wonder what's happened at the company since then.
It's a giant pee-pee. Another one. And there's a vagina right there.
Hello?
So, you're Nari.
Yes?
You know who I am, baby.
Yes. Mr. Wang. Nice to meet you.
Uh-oh, we don't have any time for pleasantries. This Nari is not the Prune that used to be. The Bill Jobs and Faith Prune. This is my Prune now.
Yes?
You're still working on the Cougar update for our Pythons. I want you to release it immediately because I have other work for you.
But
No buts. We have a bigger, more important project ahead of us. Miss Faith was working on a revolutionary software project, a self-learning algorithm. I need it for a product that will truly immortalize Prune. One that will make even Pythons obsolete.
she hinted that she'd cracked the algorithm, but I never saw it.
I'm under pressure, Nari. Understand?
Well,
That algorithm is sexy. We have to get it. Get it, sweet cheeks?
I'll just get back to work.
As of right now, you are the technical director here at Prune. If we can't find Faith's algorithm, our technicians will have to develop one themselves. Like yesterday. You have a free hand and unlimited resources. Do whatever you want with me.
Thanks?
Nari,
Yes?
I can't find the switch for the secret back room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There has to be something like that somewhere around here. A room with a heart-shaped bed that spins. With a back entrance for anyone I invite.
I'll check up on that directly with the, property manager, and I'll get the Cougar update rolled out.
In my old office, all I had to do was press a button under my desk and poof, there it was. That was nice. By the time I'm done with Prune, I'll have that here too.
By the way, Larry,
Yeah?
if you want to remember certain things that you can't take with you, you can take photos of them instead.
Very funny. Do I look like I have a camera on me?
I have a camera.
You?
What do you think that hole on the back is for?
Well,
Forget our past.
so
Oh,
you
Larry.
can photograph everything?
Yes. And then show it to you as if you were carrying it with you.
How practical. You could have told me that earlier. Oh, I could use it to take a picture of something pretty specific. But you need a wide-angle lens for something that size.
I have... yes, Larry, I have to say it's too bad I don't have one of those. Phew.
Oh, I'm sure it'll work anyway.
Larry, no!
Taking so many dick pics, dude. Why do people do this anyways? I don't understand. Never understood.
Done now?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
But you might just want to take pictures of things that might be useful later.
Okay, so that's kind of like a mechanic where you have a
My
photo.
head's starting to spin, isn't it?
Ians
Can't-
what for
that-
any-
Just gonna skip through all this. Basically what that does is instead of having an item in your inventory as a picture of that item, and it just means you can't really combine it with other things, but you can use it in the blueprints. We're gonna get to that. But here, you can go to the menu here. This is your inventory. You have Instacrap, basically unlocks cutscenes. Your to-do list right here. You got your tutorial. Later on, you're gonna be able to talk to Pi. That sort of gives a short recap. And then you're gonna have a blueprint system. All right.
No,
Got a
if I
loop.
sit on that. No.
Oh, look at this thing. Disgusting.
Is that a self-destruct Whew, that was... Now the self...
Okay, I've already played through about a third of the game, so I know most of the puzzles. It's gonna skip through a lot of the extra stuff. So we need to... Oh, let me talk to him first.
Hola! Catch you.
Okay, can just click the string and then put on the guitar.
Ah, thanks, Elari.
A G string.
for my guitar.
String.
Now, I can sing my song at your wedding.
Somehow it feels good to check something off.
Almost as good as timber.
No.
What is the most holy chord you can play on the guitar? The G sus chord. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
I'd love to eat some of that, but...
Okay.
Oh!
What's wrong? The bride. Try and above.
Okay. The donkey looks very
Cans with...
very annoyed right now.
Hey,
Looks useful. It's my...
Larry!
I got...
See ya.
How much? Lefty.
You mean?
he's up.
Go ahead.
It's so funny, they break the fourth wall a lot of times where it's like, can I borrow your pizza thing? And he's like, you mean take it and never return it? They point out how funny or ridiculous point and click adventure games would be if it happened in real life.
You can...
Most people have no idea that plastic bottles are not all...
Okay.
The crank now turns again.
Larry!
Can you feed all the wedding guests?
Of course.
Alright, so one thing is, so to click off or check off these things that you need to do. So I fixed the meat grinder, right? So to finish that, you gotta go back and talk to Lefty and let him know and ask him, can you, you know, cook up food for it, and I'll check it off. So there are a lot of quests where after you do something, it opens up a new conversation option to, you know, a person, but you might not know unless you're paying attention to all these subtle hints the game gives you. So you just have to go back and just talk to people every once in a while, just see if anything new opened up. And the hard part is sometimes,
Larry!
like, a new option is hidden under an option you already picked, so it's grayed out. So that is a little frustrating, but you know, I'm just saying stuff that may help people if they get stuck while playing the game. I'm gonna create a full walkthrough probably later. Let's see if I can go to the beach now.
I don't have time.
Okay.
Hola!
Yeah.
What else?
When you went... No!
What?
Because...
So,
they...
what else do I...
Where you went...
Any... Does she already... What?
Why?
Expert. Again, by some... You...
The way...
You...
Cat...
I was supposed to talk to him to get a key. Forgot how to
I can't
do it.
open it. Looks sturdy.
Okay.
That's this...
Be a lipstick somewhere.
I'm never touching that again.
That's a
Especially
disturbing,
not from behind. I don't want to talk about
Are
it.
you sure?
Nah, no, if I sit on that, I'll... No, I'm not taking that. I said no.
I admire your.
I think I'm... On my wardrobe is a little sign that says it's a Prune Incorporated Standard Cage TM. I can't open it. Hola!
Hello?
Do you know?
Ah, I'm accused.
A shark tried to...
All right, so the ball is good.
Oh. Still...
But
Yep, see,
Cat...
you gotta do stuff and then you gotta go back and opens up a conversation option. Now I can just click on the item and put it here.
Ah, it fits.
Now there are 2 achievements, one playing the game with the wedding suit,
So I'll...
and one with completing the entire game with the leisure suit, so you gotta play through the game twice.
Ah. Oh, great.
Larry,
What's up?
remember
What?
you?
Oh,
I
huh?
her.
That's Faith.
So you gotta remember
When
this
exactly
picture.
was that picture taken?
The day after the
What?
I
What?
it
What?
maybe
Oh, Papa.
what?
Alright, so basically what happened was the file that she opened had some piece of software. If you're paying attention to the earlier cutscenes, it's probably the AI learning algorithm that Faith developed, and then Pi accidentally kind of used that to upgrade herself, I guess. And now they found Faith in the middle of the ocean, so we're gonna go build a raft.
Hola! I don't...
the one, although, just don't think about.
Cat... That's not... Let's see if... Okay. I should be able to... I was right.
Okay. Those are the sausages that Lefty made.
I'll just take that. Look, Pie.
You can.
It's a handy
I'm
blueprint
sure that
for
table- I'll
rafts.
take a- I'm sure. Okay. It's all... Oh! Say... More than... Yo!
See, I think I got everything. Okay, so here's a blueprint system.
Okay, I think I've got it. I define which...
But
I love it when a plan comes together.
So this is like the one of the major puzzles for each area in Leisure Suit. You gotta collect everything, and then you gotta put it in there. Sometimes though, weird things fit in some places. Let me just do some things real quick.
What a...
Okay. I like how it's just making it in his
piece of
suit.
you-
So if you look at the blueprint earlier, it had a place for whatchamacallit. What are those called again? Rudder? Yeah, rudder. So you just combine those two items together. I'm missing the lipstick. Where did it go? Hmm.
Thanks, but I can have a drink. I'll just leave it hanging. There are. I'm not sure why Lefty thinks.
Larry!
But
What?
what? I.
See?
I don't remember where the lipstick is. You put it on that disturbing looking volleyball. A giant conspicuous hole in there.
I'll just leave those two right.
Must be here.
I'm never touching that again. Now the self. Much as I. Okay, I'll.
I honestly don't remember where to get the lipstick. Whatever. Oh, over there. There it is.
Isn't it beautiful? I dubbed
A man's name?
Wilma.
Well said. Do you guys have watched the movie? I forgot what the title of it is called. It's Tom Hanks. He's like a not USPS, UPS delivery person. I think he's Castaway. He gets stuck on an island, and his only friend is a volleyball, and he names it Wilson. Okay. Let's build this. So we got the tabletop as the board. We're gonna use the narwhal horn as the flagpole. We're gonna use the underwear as the sail. We're gonna use the bottles as flotation. The tin can phone as whatever this is, and then we got our rudder. Again, if you have enough items and you can't really guess what some of them are, you can just put them in there and press go until it clicks. That a lovely wrap.
Now, isn't that one impressive boat?
Well, let's say it's mostly above water.
I baptize you, Floating McFloatface.
The raft does not deserve that. Do you want to set sail now?
During long boat trips, I might need something to help pass the time.
I wish I lacked imagination.
We're good to go now. Wilma will keep me company.
Should I just put myself down?
But just think of all the things you'll miss.
I'll take that as a yes.
My goodness, Larry. Okay. So this part is like the intro level, and it's pretty easy. It gets pretty difficult after this part.
Pretty.
Arch-ish.
So Faith was there.
It.
There it is. I hope. The battery's still.
Let's skip through this.
Can you tell?
Faith? Faith, Shimei. Take out that white crap. You're blinding me.
Pie?
But
It's
yeah.
What?
You're
Okay, basically her phone's AI
What should I do?
is pretty much dying because it was stuck at sea.
The sun come.
Reporting.
You
I'm just skipping through for the sake of time. Otherwise it'll take forever. I just want to show off some of the puzzles. I'll show off a few more of the conversational bits.
I'm relaying the signal we're picking up. This is the pie phone from a Miss Faithless. Proceed to its source immediately and investigate the situation. If Faith is still alive, bring her here, or whatever you can find of her. She's the only one who can tell us where she stored the algorithm.
Confirmed. Scanning frequencies for the signal. Receiving signal.
Excellent. Full thrust authorized. Stay in the shadows,
Full
Commander
thrust,
Yamai.
yes.
And when the time is right, really let it rip.
Just what exactly do you mean?
You know, do what needs to be done. Crack down, that kind of thing.
Oh, what's that?
Everything okay there?
No harm done. Don't worry, Larry. That's just one of the tame sex slaves. Just shoo him back under the desk. Prune headquarters, out.
Oh. What? Where am I now? This doesn't look like can come to me.
Oh,
Pie,
what?
are you okay?
I think no.
What about
I've
She says...
She has passed into the realm.
I'm gonna skip through this real quick.
Oh.
That's very
Okay.
Okay.
I'll die here for
real.
I let you know.
Alright, so like, when the Faith Pie is dying, she says the line from Blade Runner, like teardrops, tears in the rain. And I was like, oh man, ruining that line for me. I like that you used that reference. That was like a, you know, a deep moment, you know, and then just not. Anyways, yeah, I think Mr. Wang has probably the worst dialogue in that. It's just for shock value, or you know, just to be, yeah, it's pretty much shock value, and it doesn't really shock anything, so shock anyone. I felt that's a little. I wish they went the more witty route as opposed to doing that. Anyways.
That's... Huh. She was...
Oh, jeez.
No, these are freshly...
Nasty.
But where did she... Hi.
That you're.
They make a Pitfall Harry reference. It's another video game.
Oh. That looks impenetrable.
Oh, come on. When has a thick bush ever stopped you?
How
Hey,
main?
which one of us does the dirty jokes?
Larry, equal rights.
So that's what it's coming to. Well then, I guess I'll plunge into the jungle. There won't be any snakes there, huh?
No, the spiders ate them all.
Spiders?
They're just as scared of you as you are of them.
Okay. Let's get through this part.
Pretty. Bury me at tell. Oh,
What a coincidence.
how long?
Oh,
Can you call up any? So that
you're.
Okay, so there's some pretty fun puzzles in this part.
It's a.
I liked it. There are just a few sections which are pretty difficult.
Hello.
Why wouldn't I be okay? I'm doing just fine.
But you don't look too healthy.
What? Bullshit. Healthy as a horse. I could run a marathon right here, right now. Want me to? Want me to?
On your mark, get ready, Get set, go.
Damn, I can't right now. Get in trouble if I leave my post.
Have you seen a pretty blonde named Faith around here?
We had a pretty blonde here a few weeks ago, but I don't know her name because she didn't even know it herself.
That could be Faith. Is she still here?
Haven't seen her for a while. Maybe the boss lady knows more.
Damn, I have to find out where she is. I think I lost my raft in the storm.
You came here on a raft?
Yeah, from Camp Cum.
Damn, that's a long way away.
What can I say? I'm just a real sea dog. What is this hotel?
This place used to be the most popular holiday destination for the richest people in the Soviet Union. They all flew here to have a good time. Here they had everything they wanted, total luxury. But that was a while ago.
So what happened?
In the 90s, this disgusting real estate shark from the USA wanted to buy everything and bring it all up to date. He had a ton of companies working here, but never paid their bills, and everything blew up. Then he wanted to turn it into a casino. Instead, a businesswoman from around here bought the whole island and proclaimed herself governor. She's been trying to make the hotel a hip place again for a few years, but between you and me, without success.
What's her name? And where can I find her?
Bobby Marley. She's usually in her office upstairs. You can take the elevator up to her.
I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
Hello, Larry. My name's Kip.
You're the bellhop?
Not just that. I'm gonna get you a little pick-me-up.
You mean magazines with naked women in them?
Ah, do you have any copies of that Russian magazine? There's supposed to be one, I forgot the name.
Nope, doesn't ring any bells.
But what I actually meant was... Oh, forget it. You're not the type.
So maybe. Now,
Okay.
so I'm supposed maybe.
Oh, jeez. I guess we're gonna have to talk to Bobby. I'm gonna end it here because there's like a
Maybe she.
slightly inappropriate scene coming up. So I'm gonna call it quits before we do it. I'm gonna load up. Oh, do I have my other save file? You know what? We'll just call it there. Oh, let me just say, there's a Tingle-like character from the Legend of Zelda series who is very disturbing. Yeah, I was having a fun time with this game though. Most of the dialogue, if it's not stuck or, you know, just hyper-focused on making innuendos and forcing it, it's actually very witty and there's a lot of smart humor here. There's a lot of pretty fun puzzles. Most of them are fairly straightforward. There are only a few parts where you have to like click two random items together to combine them and you're like, I would have never expected that. And then there are like one or two sections where it's just like, I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out. But, you know, if you look back at it, hindsight's 2020. The game does give you enough hints to push you in the right direction. So, got some tips before I leave. If you guys are ever stuck and you want to beat the game without using a hint, make sure you go around, you know, hold spacebar, click on everything, go talk to everyone after you've done, you know, cleared out these places, and then combine all the items that you can. It's not that hard. You're gonna have a lot more, but you just like, you know, just go like through your entire inventory, take your items and click on everything that you can. Again, it's not gonna take that long. But yeah, if you do that, also explore all the places. Make sure you check every door icon. For this one, there are 3 that go to the jungle, but on the right hand side it goes to the bathroom. But it says to jungle instead, so you may think it leads to the same place, but make sure you check it out. Anyways, again, there's a loose logical and narrative flow to all of the puzzles, so as long as you keep an open mind and realize that the game should give you enough information to solve everything, and you work backwards from that, you're gonna have an okay time with it. Again, there are only a few where I'm just like, this is kind of unfair. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. This is Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice. It's basically back in the day, the Western version of a hentai game, sort of. But yeah, developed by CrazyBunch, published by Assemble Entertainment, out for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. MSRP is $34.99 on PC and $44.99 on consoles. Alright. hopefully that gave you guys an idea what the game is like. I obviously had to rush through it to save time, but if you'll listen to all the dialogue the first time through, it's gonna take a while and it's gonna be an immersive experience. Again, you know, not the best game to have a child play, but that's up to you. As you know, if you're the parent or guardian, that's for you to decide because you know your child best. But yeah, pretty risque. Definitely not safe for work. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there. And I will catch you guys next time.